And welcome back to another video of Coffee and Stocks. Before we get started on a new video, can I please, as always, ask you guys to drop a like on this video, as well as press that amazing subscribe button. It does go a long way in supporting the channel. Like I said, every single time, you guys know the drill. Thank you very much. You guys are very, very, very much appreciated. Now, today we are going to talk about an ETF, and I know most of you already know about ETFs and the benefits of investing in an ETF. Those are mostly long-term things to invest in. Now, if a lot of you aren't into the whole long-term investment, you might want to look into it. This is especially for those who are pretty new in investing and they don't know what to invest in. Then ETFs is something that can potentially make you a lot of money in the long run. I will specify it is in the long run. Now, one specific ETF that I do want to talk about is about Arkk Genomic Revolution. Sorry, or with the ticker symbol of ARKK. I mean, to be honest, $102.16 is quite a bit to invest in right off the bat. But if you have platforms like Robinhood or Webull, which you could trade with fractional shares, this is an ETF which you should get into. I do believe N1 Finance also gives you the opportunity to get partial shares of stocks. That is the kind of things that you should be investing in. Partial stocks, if you are barely starting off and you don't have enough money to invest in such a big chunk like $102, or Amazon or Tesla or anything like that, because those stocks are worth so much money. Therefore, they're also the value is really good on those companies. Okay, so with this company right here, it did open up at $103, then it went back up to $105 or $106, and then since then it has dropped to $102, which isn't too bad. But a month ago it was at its highest of 127. That's more than 20% to the downside. I will say in the past 6 months it had been up from $156, and now it has gone down more than 35%. Is that bad? Not really, in my point of view. This is a great ETF to invest in, right? Great ETF to invest in. It has grown quite a bit in the different years. I mean, it hasn't been here that long, but it is pretty, and sorry for the word, it is pretty darn good. I'm not gonna cuss, sorry. It came from $56 on May 13th, 2020. I'm pretty sure if I go back a little more, it will be lower, obviously. Then obviously the pandemic hit a little bit, but this ETF has recuperated so fast. I mean, look at from this dip right here all the way up here. Let's do this one here. From right here, $37, all the way up here to $156. That is 313% to the upside, which is really, really good. I mean, if I had this ETF on my portfolio, I would have made so much freaking money. The person who is in charge of this portfolio is Catherine Wood. As you guys see right here, Catherine Duty Wood is the founder, CEO, and CIO of Arkk Invest, an investment management firm. She is freaking smart. Let me tell you, super smart. She knows all this analytics. She studied at the University of Southern California. She had a degree in economics and finance. She knows this like the back of her hand. Now, Arkk Invest recognizes disruptive innovation, causes rapid cost declines, cuts across sectors, and spawns further innovation through an iterative investment process combining top-down and bottom-up research. Arkk aims to identify innovation early, capitalize on that opportunities, and provide long-term value to investors. Don't forget, this ETF, just like other ETFs, are long-term plays. Now, I'm not saying just because they're long-term plays, it doesn't have any sort of volatility, because it does, right? This is something that it could be a hype thing. It cannot be a hype thing. The price could go up really high, or it could go, you know, down really low. One of the disruptive innovations that they do, that I do like from them, is I do believe where are they? The disruptive innovation, but it's, well, let's open this up. Oh, autonomous tech and robotics. That is one of the ones that I'm really interested in. I mean, today we're talking about disruptive innovation, which we'll look into in a second. But autonomous tech and robotics is huge, guys. It is such a huge freaking ETF. Now, one of the things that they mostly have a lot of money in the innovation one is, where is it? Tesla Inc., Teladoc Health, Roku, Square Inc., Shopify, Zoom Video. I mean, look at these weights: 10%, 6%, 5%. A lot of people do, a lot of huge investors do say to not have anything above a 5%. So obviously, I am not a financial advisor, so please do not take my words as advice. But if you look at these numbers, look how much they have invested in Tesla. $2.1 billion, I think. Right? Yeah, $1 billion. They have so much in Teladoc. Even in Roku, with the price of $314, they have 3,528. Oh no, 3,528,000 shares. I mean, they believe in this, and this is super amazing, because if you don't have all of these stocks, it's okay, because you could have an ETF, this particular ETF, and you kind of have a little chunks of everything. So imagine a big pie, and instead of just being one flavor, it's like 30 different flavors. That is awesome. One of the fact sheets, obviously right here, that they do have, yes, compared to everything else, the SPX index, or the M1WO index, Arkk Invest has been doing so much better compared to everyone else. Look at this freaking rise right here. Freaking awesome. I mean, imagine if you put so much money into it. It is crazy. Technology breakdown. This is what they have. They have 13% in e-commerce, 11% in cloud computing, digital media, big data, mobile, internet, gene, molecular diagnosis, bioinformatics, instrumentation, energy storage, like so much. I mean, if you guys literally just go into their website and then just read a little bit about them, you will be amazed on how much profit they are making and how good and great this ETF is. I don't currently know if this particular ETF has a dividends. I will let you guys know that later, but I still believe that this is such a good company, especially with the huge what is it, the 36%, 35% downside that they do have, the correction that they do have. I think it's a huge opportunity for us to join right here, so we could eventually get back over here and get some of that money for ourselves. All right, so definitely look into this if you guys want to have it. It is a ETF. It is for $102, but you could do fractional shares in some of those platforms. All right, so thank you for staying tuned. This was Coffee and Stocks. Comment down below if you guys want me to talk about anything specifically. Don't forget to drop a like on this video, as well as press that amazing subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time on Coffee.